Shaurya is actually built around 4 pillars or fundamentals, what you can call them. This series is also suitable for other applications as well. Our focus is on providing doorstep service. Now, not about value versus productivity or efficiency. It is value and efficiency.
ये जो hyper local product strategy आप लेके आ रहे हैं, this will be becoming more common from the Escorts Kubota.
Over the next 12 months, between our 3 brands, we are bringing in a lot of new products.
तो दोस्तों आज ट्रैक्टर जंक्शन की टीम पहुंच चुकी है एस्कॉर्ट कुबोटा लिमिटेड के फरीदाबाद कॉर्पोरेट ऑफिस में और एस्कॉर्ट्स कुबोटा ने लॉन्च कर दी है अपनी एक और सीरीज डेडिकेटेड टू पैडी फार्मर्स ऑफ साउथ इंडिया. Escorts Kubota believes, and especially when I talked with Neeraj Mehra sir in the past, he told कि farmers at the core of everything. और उसी को ध्यान में रखते हुए 39 से 52 HP की कैटेगरी में ये ट्रैक्टर्स लॉन्च किए गए हैं अंडर पावरटेक सीरीज. तो सर से जानते हैं कि व्हाट्स द रीजन बिहाइंड दिस. सर कांग्रेचुलेशंस फॉर दिस लॉन्च एंड वेलकम टू आवर चैनल.
So you very rightly said that our philosophy centers around the farmer. And in these series, the Shaurya series, the fundamentals remain the same, farmer first. So Shaurya is actually built around 4 pillars or fundamentals, what you can call them. One is higher productivity. The second is paddy special, but also focused on the emerging applications.
Right.
The third is much higher reliability in the product for the farmer because it's a tough application. And finally, much better comfort and higher safety. So these are the 4 pillars or fundamentals around which Shaurya has been built, and the core remains the same, farmer first.
Great. So when you say sir South Special, what gaps actually you have identified or you are catering to now with this launch?
Right. So we are primarily targeting the paddy markets, the rice markets. So paddy actually contributes about 35 to 40% of the total agri produce in the southern markets, in the
Right.
4 or 5 key southern states. So we had a product gap initially, but with the introduction of Shaurya, this product gap will get fulfilled to a very, very large extent. So this series is actually built with features and certain things that will cater to the paddy application. So this is centered around that.
Got it. Sir, coming to the next question, again you told about the features part that some specific features has been catered out.
Right.
So would you love to walk us through what are these key features, if I would say around wetland suitability, sealing systems or maneuverability, and how they directly solve the real farmer challenges?
Right. So in my earlier comments, I had mentioned that we are focusing on higher productivity.
Right.
So these tractors have a bigger engine with a higher CC and much better torque. So these paddy applications are tough. So from that perspective, it will give a higher productivity for the farmer. From a wetland perspective and also from emerging applications, there are certain features which have been incorporated. The most important one is the turning radius.
Right.
So this series has a bent axle, so which actually helps in turning the tractor in a very small area. And what I understand is that the current turning radius of this series is probably the best in the tractor industry. So the turning radius actually is about 3.1 meters,
Great.
which is actually the best. Apart from that, we have introduced a independent PTO feature, which is very suitable for emerging applications like baler. So yes, we are calling it a paddy special series, but apart from paddy, this series is also suitable for other applications as well. As I mentioned, the baler application. Apart from that, in terms of reliability, there are other aspects that we have catered to. So for example, in paddy, the tractor works in water, in mud, in mulch. So from that perspective, there is a lot of chance for water ingress into the various aggregates.
Right.
So the sealing has been modified. We have cassette type seals, which are actually absolutely waterproof. So that is one big change. Also, the transmission and the back end is more strengthened. Thirdly, the clutch of a much better quality, which will give a much higher life to the operator.
Great.
Apart from that, in terms of safety and comfort, there are certain other features in terms of the seat comfort and certain driving features that are there. So these are broadly the top things that we have taken into account. One important aspect is also the dimensions of the tractor.
Yeah.
So the weight of the tractor has been done in such a manner that there is no chance when the tractor operates with speed in the paddy applications of any accident or a mishap. So that kind of an aspect has been taken care of.
Great, great. So it's very clear that a lot of R&D has been done to launch this series, whether say about the safety features, whether say about the turning radius, best in the segment, which is being claimed now, and also if we say about different sealing systems that are required for the paddy parts, everything has been taken care of, which reflects the philosophy farmers at the core of everything we do.
Right.
So sir, आपने बोला कि this Shaurya apart from paddy has a multiple applications. So whether it is independent PTO or advanced hydraulics, so how versatile is Shaurya beyond paddy farming?
So as I mentioned earlier, there were certain features that are required from paddy perspective. We have covered those features as I mentioned earlier. But apart from that, one key aspect that we have taken into account is the application of balers. That is becoming very, very prominent, not only in the southern part of the country, but in the northern part as well. So an independent PTO actually helps tremendously for the operation of baler.
Right.
So a lot of products do not have that application, and we have 5 products here. So out of these 5, 4 of these actually have a independent PTO, which will help in the baler application.
Great. So how much feedback is gone or on-ground research went in developing this series?
So honestly, we've been very late entrant into this particular segment, but there's been a reason for that.
Yeah.
So we've been working on paddy special tractors and this series for almost the last 3 years. So the initial tractors were made almost 2.5, 3 years back, and these have been tested extensively in AP, in Telangana, in Karnataka under very, very severe conditions. And post the design aspects, post everything we are introducing. So it has taken us a lot of time. We wanted it to be a short success. The initial response, it's very early, but the initial response is very, very positive. So we are very confident that we are going to make good inroads into this particular segment.
Great. Well said, sir. Would you just enlighten us about what key regions in South you are targeting with this launch?
So basically, we're focusing on 4 markets. The paddy markets primarily AP, Telangana, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. So initially we're going there, but we strongly feel that once our production ramps up, this range will actually also be suitable for the markets of Chhattisgarh, Odisha as well as West Bengal, because paddy is in those markets as well.
Great.
So from that perspective, it is very important.
So how you are coping up or shaping up the service network, which is a very important aspect when you come up with this new series?
Right. So there are 2 aspects to it. So currently our dealer network is very limited in the southern part of the country. We have a very, very strong network in the northern part because we are not a very big player in south. So the dealer network is very limited. So one aspect is we are ramping up our dealer network.
Okay.
And we are very confident with the introduction of this series. We are going to get very good dealers. Apart from that, currently in the southern markets, in the 4 states, we have about 100 odd dealers for Powertrac.
Okay.
And also, our focus is on providing doorstep service. So the intent is to have at most of our dealerships service vans which can actually provide service to the customers, to the farmers at the doorstep. So as we know, when the paddy tractor works, it works in the field, and most of the time the tires are removed.
Yes.
The cage wheels are actually put on the tractor. So it is not possible for the farmer for any kind of even a small service to come back.
Right.
So the intent is to give service at the farm or at the customer's doorstep. So that is the focus area. We are building our network and a service network in a manner that we can give service at the customer's doorstep.
Great. 3 major parts, that is Powertrac, Farmtrac, and again it's Kubota, right? So this launch has been placed under the brand architecture of Powertrac. What's the reason for that?
So the 3 brands are our core strengths.
Yes.
And the 3 brands have a different customer segment and a different positioning. So when we talk of Kubota as a tractor brand, it's primarily focused on the technology, top-end technology, Japanese technology. So it's based on the technology platform. Farmtrac primarily focuses on the power aspect, the pride of ownership aspect. Powertrac primarily caters to the value for money customers, the mass market. And from a southern perspective, Powertrac is for the masses because paddy as a crop or as a livelihood for the farmers is the main crop.
Right.
So from that perspective, the range has actually been introduced in the Powertrac brand. Also, our network in Powertrac is substantially better than in Farmtrac and Kubota. Those two networks we are also developing. So these were the primary reasons for introducing Shaurya series in the Powertrac brand.
Great. Value for money, that's one of the agenda for the brand that Powertrac Escorts Kubota Limited holds. Sir, affordability versus performance is always a trade-off when we say about the value segment. So how did this balance has came up into Shaurya? So would love to hear about it.
So for the Shaurya series, and as I've earlier said, farmer at the core. So it is now not about value versus productivity or efficiency. It is value and efficiency.
Great.
So the farmer actually requires everything. So we are in 2026. You can't have either a value for money tractor or a feature rich tractor. The farmer wants everything. And Shaurya actually provides everything what a farmer needs. The features that he requires, the performance that he requires, and the price that he needs.
Great.
So it encompasses everything.
Feature, performance and prices, everything encompasses in this series. So with this launch, because as you mentioned in the conversation ki South mein abhi penetration is limited and you are trying to expand it with the dealership network and with the new launches. So how does this launch is going to contribute to Escorts Kubota's broader growth vision for next 3 to 5 years?
See, currently we are very strong in the northern and the central part of the country. With the introduction of the Shaurya series, we bring in our strong footprint in the southern markets also. So with Shaurya, the intent is to double our volumes over the next 3 years. And simultaneously, the market share will also grow exponentially. So this actually will do two things. It will make Powertrac a pan-India brand, that is one. Also from a company's perspective, it will give us a stronger footprint in the southern market.
Down the line, sir, क्या आप देखते हैं और क्या फार्मर और इंडस्ट्री एक्सपेक्ट कर सकती है कि ये जो हाइपर लोकल प्रोडक्ट स्ट्रेटजी आप लेके आ रहे हैं, दिस विल बी बिकमिंग मोर कॉमन फ्रॉम द एस्कॉर्ट्स कुबोटा?
Absolutely. So going forward, hyper local will be the way. Hyper local will be the strategy, especially for EKL and Shaurya केवल एक शुरुआत है.
Right.
Over the next 12 months आप substantially नई product ranges देखेंगे which will actually cater to the local needs, the regional needs and the regional applications.
Great. Why Shaurya? Just in one word for the audience who is watching.
Shaurya actually means courage. Okay. So Shaurya actually gives the courage and the confidence to the driver or the owner to work in the most difficult of conditions and most difficult of applications. So that is the name Shaurya.
So you have been veteran in the industry down from 3 decades, working within the farms, with the farmers, developing a new technology and bringing the tech or a new models for the farmers. So on the closing note, what would be the final message that you would love to give to the Indian farmers or the audience who is watching our interview right now?
So basically, I'd like to give or share two things. First, whenever you get a chance, test drive or take a demo of Shaurya. You will see the difference what Shaurya brings than the other tractors. That is my first message. The second thing is, as I mentioned earlier, farmer is the core at the core of everything, and Shaurya is just the beginning. Over the next 12 months, between our 3 brands, we are bringing in a lot of new products, purely focused at the changing agri scenario and keeping the farmer at the forefront. So just keep watching EKL and you will be surprised.
Great, sir, great. And this was Mr. Neeraj Mehra, Chief Officer of Escorts Kubota Limited. And great to know about the insights of this great product, Shaurya. A great addition to your product portfolio, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your
Thank you.